Hey guys, I'm Eric.
I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans that have been exploring the UK for a number of months, and today we are dedicating this video to Christmas. So, Merry Christmas!
Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas! And this brings us to the topic of this video. We're going to be analyzing the differences between the way British people celebrate Christmas and the way we Yanks celebrate Christmas.
One of our subscribers, thanks Olivia, recently sent us a massive email detailing a whole bunch of Christmas traditions in the UK. So we're going to read through this list with you guys, and after seeing what all you lot do in the UK, we're going to let you know what holiday happenings go on in America.
First fact about British Christmas. In the UK, shops start stocking Christmas decor and holiday-themed items in September. This is resented by everyone, Christmas lovers and Christmas Scrooges. Yeah.
If you're a Christmas lover in the UK though, why would you be mad about that? You just get a longer Christmas. Like, in the US, we don't really get that long of a Christmas season because it is illegal for us to do anything Christmassy before Thanksgiving.
But this doesn't apply to supermarkets because, like in the UK, it seems that every single year, stores are trying to force us to buy Christmas things long before Thanksgiving. In fact, in the States, we have a special term for this. We call it the Christmas creep. Every year, the stores are putting out the Christmas decor a couple of days earlier. So now, at this point, I feel like most places will have Christmas. You'll see lights and Santas and trees even the last weekend of September.
British Christmas fact number 2. On the 1st of December, many British children are given an advent calendar. These are often filled with chocolate, but can have other candies or small toys in them. Adult advent calendars are also becoming popular.
I've seen advent calendars around in the States. We definitely carry them in stores. But in my entire life, I've never seen someone with an actual advent calendar in their house.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't know if I have either. I know people who observe Advent, but I don't know if they have a calendar to do it.
Yeah.
Don't they just do the whole lighting the candles? I don't even know what Advent is, guys.
Question for you though, do you do Advent in your family? And if so, what does that look like? Do you do the candles? Do you do the calendar? Do you do both? Christmas fact number 3, by December, high street shops and chain stores are playing non-stop Christmas music, much to the chagrin of retail workers who are suffering enough as it is.
This one we can definitely relate to. It's the same way in the States. Loads and loads of Christmas music all the time until all the tunes have been played to death and you just never want to hear them again for the rest of your life. But this brings up the question, are your guys' Christmas classics the same as ours?
Ooh, that is something we didn't actually prepare for this video. Yeah, Christmas music. So for us, it would be lots of Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Andy Williams, Mariah Carey, of course, Michael Bublé,
Yes.
PTX in recent years is
in
everywhere.
recent years.
Yeah.
Love them.
So Brits, what do you listen to get you in the festive Christmas mood?
The first week of December is when people start writing and sending Christmas cards. These cards don't feature family photos or recount what happened in the preceding year. Instead, these are simply festive cards with a short holiday greeting. The two most common greetings are probably Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year or Happy Christmas. I like this. I like this so much. Okay, so when we were growing up, we always had to take a family photo and send out, these huge glossy printed family photos that said, Merry Christmas on them. But it's the sort of thing where you send it to everyone you know.
Yeah, my family would order the Christmas photo card in
From
a pack.
Costco.
Yeah, in a pack of 60 or 100. And then you just mail it to everyone in the address book. So you would probably prefer to switch in our own family to doing the British thing. No photo, just card.
Yeah, just cards, because there's some really, really cute cards. Wow.
Wow.
Someone's feeling the festive mood.
Oh, look, across the way, someone has a Christmas tree.
Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why aren't they stopping? Did somebody get hit?
It's supposed to be road rage. Let's go see what's going on.
I don't see anyone. woman or anything that doesn't look normal.
Next British fun fact, and this is one which we know nothing about. School trips or family trips to the local pantomime is a massive Christmas tradition for families. A pantomime is usually a nursery rhyme or fairy tale story performed as an interactive play. The hero, or principal boy, is usually played by a woman, and the dame, a traditional reference to an ugly old maid, is always played by a man in an enormous dress and drag makeup.
Okay, so there is a few things I don't understand there. Does dame really refer to an ugly woman? I thought dame was just like any woman.
Pantomime. This is a tradition that we do not have in the States, or at least we've never encountered it.
I thought miming was like the weird white-faced person with the gloves.
French, right?
Yeah, and the stripy shirt and the suspenders. Not your suspenders, but like, you know, American
These
suspenders.
suspenders. Yeah. So question for you guys, what pantomime do you see when it's Christmas time? And if there's a video of it on YouTube, make sure you share that link with us down in the comments so that we can watch it and experience the glorious magic of pantomime for ourselves.
In a non-COVID year, this is definitely something I would want to go and see. Like, this sounds like a really fun tradition. If you just have the whole family and you go see this. I have no idea what to expect from this, but I would watch it. Two more British traditions are Christmas carol services and Christingle services? Christingle?
Christingle?
Christingle? Christingle?
A Christingle is what Santa gets when he sees that you're being naughty. Take that as you will.
And Christingle services where every child winds up carrying an orange with a candle in it. With a candle in it.
With a candle in it?
The school marches you down to the local church, which is usually very cold, and there you sing hymns and carols and celebrate the birth of Jesus.
Putting a candle in an orange is honestly something I've never heard of before.
I've never seen this before. Is it like a real orange? Not like a something that looks like an orange?
Or a Terry's orange?
Yeah. That would just melt though if you put a candle in there.
Definitely a big difference. We don't have this in the States at all. At least we've never encountered it.
No.
So let us know, what is a Christingle service, and have you ever put your candle in an orange? But speaking of carols, we do definitely have carols in the States, and something that I did growing up with my family was we would always, several times during the Christmas season, go around the neighborhood and knock on people's doors with a group of friends and sing Christmas carols. So I don't think it's super common, but it does happen.
Yeah, I think it's like a church event thing. The church is like, we're going caroling this week. Anyone who wants to come, let me know.
This is how the church sounds. So yes, we do have some caroling in the States, whether it be with family and friends or at church events. Question for you, have you ever gone around the neighborhood and caroled at people's houses? Next British Christmas fun fact, on the last day of school before the Christmas holidays, most schools let the kids come to class without their uniforms. At Christmas time, this usually means Christmas jumpers and girls wrapping tinsel around their ponytails or wearing dealy boppers?
What is that?
Or wearing dealy boppers with Christmas ornaments on them.
Dealy bopper.
We don't know what a dealy bopper is.
How is it spelled?
Dealy bopper. This is a big difference between the UK and USA because in America, kids do not wear school uniforms.
Question for you guys, please explain to us, what is a dealy bopper? And also, let us know, what did you wear on the last day of school before Christmas holiday?
British people don't call Christmas tree decorations ornaments. Instead, we call those globe-shaped objects baubles. When it comes to tree decor, British Christmas tree decor tastes are similar to the USA. Oh, fun. Baubles.
Baubles. I mean, it makes sense. It sounds like a bauble, doesn't it?
Bauble. Yeah, it does look like a bob. Bits and bob.
Bits and baubles.
Bits and baubles. So what bits and baubles did you put on your tree growing up?
Well, we had colored lights, and they were usually the really big ones. Like, I remember they were so big and so hot.
They weren't like the little LED things.
No, they weren't LED, that's for sure. They burned a hole in the rug one year.
Really?
Yes, a literal hole in one of our rugs.
hazard.
I know, but that's fine. It was the early 2000s. Most of our ornaments were very modern.
So you had more of like the big shiny ornaments.
Yeah, big shiny ornaments. We had like the precious moments. Is that a thing? Precious moments?
Precious moments.
Okay, yeah, we had a lot of those.
The way my family decorated the tree growing up was we would put white lights instead of colored lights, lights, we would do lots of baubles, but only very traditional colors like green, gold, red, silver. And the ornaments had to be vintage. So we didn't have any movie scenes or figurines. They were all very like,
Did you have like nativity scene ones? Because there's those huge ass ornaments that are like this big that show like the whole nativity. I think so too.
So, question for you, what do you put on your tree? Do you do baubles or tinsel or lights, colored lights or white lights, flashing lights or still lights? Do you have a tree at all? Let us know.
As for Christmas decorations on the outside of the house, most British people consider house lights and yard decor a bit tacky, a bit naff.
I believe this because we just left Leeds and we've been in London, and I don't think we've seen anywhere with Christmas decorations, except for one house which had the lights and, you know, the blow-up snowman in the front yard, and they had Christmas tree lights entwined on their front gate, and that house belonged to an American family. That house stood out like a sore thumb on the whole street. America is a lot further ahead of the UK when it comes to the commitment to external Christmas paraphernalia.
I think the blow-ups are a bit tacky though.
I do like the icicle lights.
Oh yeah, those are kind of pretty. Or like the warm lights on some of the trees, but like the blow-ups and all of the Santa and the snowmen.
No, that's too
Our
much.
neighbors would always do that, and it was always just like, but why though?
Christmas stockings do not go on the fireplace like they do in America. Stockings are placed at the end of the bed. If you are well behaved and Father Christmas pays you a visit, then you will wake up to find a full stocking at the end of your bed. The presents in the stocking from Santa are usually small traditional trinket gifts. You always get a bag of chocolate coins wrapped in gold foil, and traditionally a satsuma or clementine. Variations of oranges are popular this time of year, as historically they were expensive imports and a special Christmas treat.
I like that.
I didn't know that, actually. That's really cool.
What if you have a kid that's a light sleeper though? Because I would never be able to sleep through my parent coming into my room and filling up the stocking.
Yeah.
Like I would wake up.
You have to be a very ninja parent.
Stealthy parent.
So props to you British mums and dads for being able to fill your kids' stockings while they're sleeping. And as I'm sure you guys know, the tradition in the States is to hang the stockings above the fireplace mantle. And if you don't have a fireplace, what people frequently do is they hang the stockings up the stair rails if they have stairs.
Baking in the lead up to Christmas is a popular pastime, and we usually bake shortbread and gingerbread men. Sugar cookies are increasingly popular.
So is that like shortbread and gingerbread men, or is it shortbread men and gingerbread men?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Do you guys have shortbread men? Because that would be awesome.
That sounds awesome. But yes, baking is a big thing in the States. I guess we should have titled this video Differences and Similarities.
We don't bake shortbread.
Yeah, we don't bake shortbread, but we do exchange the tins of shortbread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we bake sugar cookies, which are a little bit similar.
Yeah, gingerbread men as well. And gingerbread houses are especially popular for schools, school children to do, for any sort of Christmas event, carnival, festival. There's gonna be a table with children making gingerbread houses. Now let's talk about pudding. Ooh. I do have a lot of questions about pudding.
Me too.
Traditionally, on the Sunday before Advent Sunday, the Christmas pudding would be made. Historically, a pudding is a meat sausage or meatball with added grain, spices, and fruit. Again, this is talking about British pudding, not American pudding. These were all expensive ingredients and saved for the big midwinter feast. Over time, puddings lost their meat fillings and are now exclusively based on spices, alcohol, and fruit. The Christmas pudding is a large dome-shaped steamed pudding believed to date back to medieval times, but certainly noted in Victorian Christmas recipes. They are now steamed in a pudding basin, but used to be cannonball-shaped and were boiled inside of a linen cloth.
What? How do you steam a pudding? What does that mean?
They usually contain shredded suet, grated apple, raisins, sultanas, prunes, dried currants, glass cherries, and candied peel, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and brandy. Sherry, rum, and or whiskey are also common spirits to use. It is only ever eaten on Christmas Day. Some Brits love it, some Brits hate it. After Christmas dinner, the hot pudding is placed on a dish, is poured over with hot alcohol, and set alight before being presented to the table still on fire.
What?
I would have loved to see that as a kid. And then we also had a comment from one of our patrons that let us know that in some places it's traditional to hide a 5-pence coin inside of the pudding, and whoever finds it earns both a broken tooth and good luck in the coming year.
Yeah, that's a horrible horrible idea.
Don't put money inside of your Christmas puddings?
No, you're gonna break a tooth or like accidentally choke on it, and then you have like a death on Christmas Day.
The whole pudding tradition is something that we do not have here in the States. At least it's not something that we have experienced. And so this is all new to us. We would love to experience this though, so maybe this month we should do a cooking video that is making a pudding.
We can try this, and you'll have to do the fire part though, because I do not trust myself with fire.
If you guys would like to see us make a British pudding and try it, make sure to leave a comment down below, and if enough of you seem interested, maybe we'll make that video.
This makes me have even more questions though about pudding, because there's pudding, the savory kind of pudding that you have with an English breakfast, and then there's
like blood pudding.
Yeah, there's pudding as in dessert, just like the umbrella term for all dessert. And then there's Yorkshire pudding. And then there's this. You guys really like the word pudding. I'm so confused now.
In the United States, pudding is only one thing, specifically a custardy sort of dessert.
Christmas Day begins with breakfast. A popular Christmas breakfast in the UK is bacon sandwiches, warm croissants with jam or smoked salmon, and scrambled eggs. Day drinking begins almost immediately. This breakfast sounds amazing.
That sounds like a really nice breakfast.
Smoked salmon and warm croissants. That sounds like perfection to me.
What did your family eat on Christmas mornings?
Je ne sais pas. I don't even
Whatever.
know. I feel like we didn't have a traditional Christmas breakfast. It was something different every year. What about you guys?
We would have a giant egg. It was actually a Mexican meal, like sort of egg casserole with tomatoes, but that was because my mom was raised in Mexico, and so there's a lot of Hispanic culture in my family. But that's definitely not something most Americans do. I'm not sure what most Americans eat for breakfast.
On Christmas Day, yeah, I'm not sure either.
In American Christmas traditions, breakfast is not that important of a meal. Our big meal of the day is dinner. When I say dinner, I don't mean lunch. I mean the last
meal of the day.
Yeah, that's the big one. Which is in contrast to what Olivia told us in her message because, as she said, in the UK, our big meal is Christmas lunch, or as some call it, dinner. The main course is turkey, supported by Brussels sprouts, peas, carrots, cauliflower, cheese, braised red cabbage, savory cabbage with bacon and onions, stuffing, root vegetable mash, roasted parsnips, and bread sauce and gravy. Wow.
Bread sauce, what is that?
Of course, wine, prosecco, sherry, and brandy are all flowing freely. This reminds me of when we did the commercial reaction video, which, if you haven't seen it, click the link right up here or in the description. In our last video, we watched a whole bunch of British Christmas adverts, and in the Aldi advert with Kevin the Carrot, we got to see this massive Christmas dinner spread, and it looked amazing.
For us, Christmas dinner is kind of a repeat of Thanksgiving dinner. So many people will have turkey, cranberry sauce, Brussels sprouts, other roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, stuffing, things like that. Or sometimes they will also do ham. I know turkey and ham are really popular.
And like we've mentioned before, when it comes to drinking, the alcohol isn't quite as free-flowing in the States as it is in the UK. 30% of Yanks are teetotalers, 60% only have one or fewer drinks per week, and then it's only 10% of Americans that are regular alcohol consumers. So Christmas drinking really depends on the family, and for a lot of American families, no alcohol is involved. And now we're going to turn the conversation over to you. What are differences between British and American Christmas that you've noticed? For example, I know in the UK, there is the Queen's Speech. We don't have that in the States. What about Boxing Day? We don't know much about Boxing Day, but we'd love to start celebrating that. So let us know about those differences and more down in the comments.
Wishing you all a very happy Christmas, and if you want to make our Christmas wishes come true, make sure you subscribe to our channel and ding the little bell so that you never miss a new video from us.
Happy Christmas and a very Merry New Year.
What?
Laters.
So pretty.